Hey y'all! Welcome to Knitting in Our Jeans. I'm Liz.
I'm Carolyn.
And you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Toolizzforyou.
And I'm cpredmor on Instagram and Ravelry, mostly Ravelry. And on Instagram, if you see Knitting in Our Jeans with a -C, that's me too. Because the phone is set up for the Knitting in Our Jeans account, and we don't change it.
Because the last time we changed it, Mom deleted her personal account.
Yeah, we're not going there. So, another week. We're recording a day early.
Yes. Well, welcome back if you're a returning listener or watcher.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome if you are new.
Yes,
thank you for finding us.
We've got a couple new viewers.
I'm sorry, I realized I dropped a yarn over and then did not pick up the right amount of stitches in it.
She's working very hard on a particular project. Yes, we have gotten notices that we've got some new viewers, so thank you very much. If you like what you see, which whatever, if you want to hit subscribe and thumbs up, that would be really cool. And if over on our group page in Ravelry, if you tell us how you found us or what intrigued you, that'd be great. We do have a project contest sweepstakes. We have a knit along. Well, I was going to say it's a knit along, whip along, but yes. So we have a whip along that's in progress until the end of June. And I'm going to report my progress. Pretty happy about that. My goal is to work on the things that are in the present knitting bag at my feet and then work on the stuff that's over here. And for those of you who saw the edition, I think two weeks ago.
Episode 61.
That would be
the whip along. 4 weeks.
A while ago.
Yeah.
So episode 61, you saw most of my whips, and Elizabeth has been really good at frogging the ones that we identified as definitely need to be frogged.
I've done 2 of them so far.
Yes.
I will try and get another one done this weekend.
That would be very cool. And we've made some progress on the sewing.
Some. I apparently need to cut the lining instead of having you think you're going to do it over the week.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, so I'll do that, and then maybe tonight we can lay out my fabric and my pieces.
That would be good. So I only need those 2 pieces cut.
Yep.
And I can pretty much finish my coat. I got my separating zipper.
Good.
So now that I'm feeling better, I can come down and visit you, and we can get frogs.
Yes.
That's what I need. I need
buttons, and I need buttons.
I don't think I need buttons, but I need the frogs.
I think I need buttons, and if I'm going to do that fancy collar, I want you to come with me to look at the faux fur.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
So maybe this week or
I don't think this week. This week I think is going to be rough for me at work.
Maybe next week I can come in on Tuesday at lunch.
Right, you're off not next week, but the week after.
Right.
Yeah, maybe.
Right. So I can meet you. I could come in for lunch.
Or something like that, yeah.
And we could look then.
Yeah, if they don't co-op my Tuesday like they did this week, yeah. On Monday, one of our owner reps decided to go, so we don't have anything scheduled for Tuesday or Wednesday. Why don't we have, 2 4-hour meetings on each of those days?
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I hope everybody's okay after this ridiculous storm. Did they name this storm?
I don't know.
So anyway, started late Thursday night, went all day Friday, and is still blowing here on Saturday. I think this morning I heard on the radio that it was blowing something like 35, 40 miles an hour. Yesterday, parts of Long Island got up to 78 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So much fun.
I thought I was going to be blown across Queens Boulevard yesterday.
I believe it. I felt like I was going to be blown off the bridge. I managed to cross the Throgsneck Bridge going over in the morning. There was very little traffic, which was nice. It was raining. I got up early. I guess I subconsciously heard the kind of diminish of the rain as it was in my sleep. Got up very quickly, showered, got ready for work, and got out as it wasn't torrential.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad on my walk to work either.
So,
or on my walk to the subway.
Got in, managed to get across the Throgsneck Bridge, went about, 30 miles an hour. It definitely was blowing like crazy. But I was able to get up the Bronx River Parkway. There was No, I
No,
didn't.
that usually floods first.
I saw a traffic jam, so I went up 95 and crossed over on Pelham Parkway.
Reasonable.
And got in that way. So got in very early. I was in by 6:30.
You and I were at work at the same time.
Absolutely. And
I was in work yesterday at 6:45.
Well, that's why you got a lull, because when we had to get ready to go, it was a lull. So anyway, was there all day, kept wondering whether the Throgsneck Bridge would be closed, walked out with our VP from HR, Barbara, and she says, oh, well, I wouldn't go Triborough because, the Grand Central always floods. So I said, okay. And she says, I heard the Throgsneck was still open. So I got in the car. She says, but I always listen to 1010 Winds or 880. And I'm going down the Bronx River Parkway, and I hear that while the Throgsneck says that it's open, nobody's moving. I went, okay. Pulled off onto the Sheridan. No, the Whitestone was the same situation. They had stopped trucks from going over the bridges, and trucks, having no place else to go, just stopped. So then cars couldn't get around them. So anyway, it took me about 2.5 hours to get home.
You did take Triborough?
I took the Triborough. So I got home at about 7. Actually, a total of 2 hours. Not bad.
That's not bad.
I got home at 7 or maybe 7:15 because I'd had a promotion tenure meeting that actually went well. So that was good. And we got most of our work done for the semester, for the year. So that's good. Unfortunately, I'm on the rules committee. And we had notes made all during this session. That we're going to have to write down proposals and vote them and then move them on to the right people. But anyway, when I left work, it was barely raining. And so that was actually good because then the flooding actually wasn't a concern. So once I got over the Triborough, I was able to go down by LaGuardia and over on the Grand Central and then out Northern State. And it went fairly well.
Good.
But the Triborough at that point was the only bridge that was open crossing the East River, because as I'm on the approach to the JFK Bridge, RFK Bridge, it came over the radio that it was officially closed, the Throgsneck.
Oof.
So I wouldn't want to have been in that mess. And I did remember from that one nor'easter when you were a little kid that the Triborough was the only one that was open. So that went well. Good traffic decision on my part. So anybody who's been affected by this, believe me, you have our sympathy. And there were something like 117,000 people, I believe, who lost power.
All up and down the eastern seaboard, yeah.
I hope you can get heat, because it's also bitterly cold. Elizabeth is complaining about the temperature of my study here. And
which, mind you, used to be my bedroom.
Yes.
Used to be my bedroom, so it's chilly.
You have a whole apartment now.
Now it's very warm.
Mm-hmm.
But people wondered why I would have so many blankets on my bed. I had 2 exterior walls.
And hardly
any insulation.
Of course, now when we podcast, we shut the door so that we don't hear sounds from downstairs. So anyway, it is a little chilly in here. Excellent for wearing knitted goods. I am wearing my Botanical Yoke pullover. It's a Purl Soho pattern, and I love it.
Barocco.
And Barocco yarn. I think, obviously in a bright red.
Yeah. I have not knit this, obviously. This is my Villanova National Champion sweatshirt.
And March Madness is starting.
Soon.
Yes.
I think Big East happens in a week or 2, and then Championship starts in the next week after.
I think Manhattan College is in the MAC quarterfinals tonight.
Wow.
So we should at least pay attention.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, basketball madness has started. And yes, we are a college basketball family. So it will be fun to watch some of this. And Oscars.
Oscars are tomorrow,
Sunday night. So a lot of good television. I love watching those award shows.
March 7th through 10th is Big East.
Ah, well, that's this coming week.
Yeah. That's Thursday. No, that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Very nice. Okay, so I have finished a few things. In fact, finished this. This is what the Harry Potter Knitting and Crocheting Club calls Adobe sock, or Adobe pair of socks, because they are mismatched, and this looks really bad. I'm working on a pattern for socks, and I can see where this has to come in.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like the heel. This is a toe-up baby sock with, I think, a pretty good heel on the thing. This is my first attempt, and I really don't like it. So we're refining the pattern. I think this needs to come in. I'll figure out how I do that. And that would make a cute sock. So it just needs a little dimple there, because they need a way to keep it on. Anyway, so I finished that. I know, nothing really to write home about, but I do like the fact that I got a fairly decent heel on this. Yeah. Maybe I'll figure it out. Anyway, I finished my Wellwood, my Michelle Wang Wellwood. And I think, I just sewed the placket shut, and I think it's a little dimply, so I'm going to block it again. But it looks pretty good on. Why don't you take over talking about things, and I'll put it on.
So I'm currently working right now on my Avana, which is out of Miss Babs, 3-ply Yummy. So I'm up to the lace on the main section, so the like collar sort of section. I've done 1.5 repeats of the lace pattern out of, I think, 4. And I keep on pulling my needles super, through it, and then somehow popping stitches, whatever. So I think it looks really good. I think it'll block out really nice. It's not going as fast as I would like, but sometimes knit 3 togethers just don't move as fast as you think they are.
Right. Okay, so here's my Wellwood. You can see where it's
a little bubbly.
It's a little bubbly, so I found, what is that? It helps if you get your sleeve all in the right direction. So I found that I had washed it once to block it, and I found that pulling it longer so it would get rid of some of the width actually worked pretty well, because I think it fits pretty well. Obviously, I need to do it again to keep the ribbing down. We spoke about the ribbing before and how it's only 1 inch.
Yeah.
And I think that it needs to be a little longer than that. I can tell you that the Loft has gone from being very stiff in the knitting to being very, very soft now. And I'm really quite pleased.
Yeah.
Everybody at school is very interested in seeing this on, because they've seen I knitted the sleeves during exams this past week. So the kids are all going, so we want to see. So I will.
And apparently my mother is starting a sewing club.
Yeah. One of the lacrosse players.
Oh, one of the ones who got you sick?
No, actually not. Connor did not get sick. And he's a former lacrosse player. He's actually going to graduate school in Scotland next year. Yes. So anyway, he says, I always wanted to learn how to sew, and I think you know how to sew. I said, yes, I do. She goes, could you teach me? So after spring break, I'm bringing my featherweight to school, and we're going to start sewing lessons on Friday afternoons. Like, I don't have anything else to do.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, I made a general...
Oh, no, you guys don't have classes on Good Friday. I was going to say I can come up on Good Friday at least because I get a half day.
Oh, no, the school is closed all day. Anyway, and most people go away.
I wanted to come for sewing club.
I know, but we'll see. So anyway, I made an announcement in his class, and then I'll make an announcement in the other 2 classes. And we'll see how many we get. I mean, it's not rocket science, as I've said. If I can do it, I think anybody can do it. And I think that'll be fine.
You're ridiculous. I love it.
Well, we've had a history of several of our alumni actually starting clothing companies. And one has done pretty well. Brett Conti, he's Fortune, New York. And he's sold in Zuma stores around New York City. And he is well known on campus. In fact, he's coming to campus on March 21st. And anyway, so, he learned to sew while he was living in the dorm. And I certainly want to help anybody who wants to learn. So I will make that announcement. and see who shows up.
Mm-hmm.
So I finally got approved on the 50% point in my owl.
Yes.
And they said, we're sorry, we overlooked you. It was completely a mistake.
So have you been working on it?
None at all. She says, I'm sure you're much further now. But anyway, this is the back. And then this is the front. And I had gotten it to the armholes because that's where I said my 50% mark is. And so now that I finished my Wellwood, see, I wanted to finish the Wellwood. The whole point of the whip along is to have fewer whips than when you started. So I now have one.
Yes, ma'am.
I have one less whip.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so here is the front, and I will be working on that tonight because I have finished my socks. I finished one pair of Dobby socks. So I have this is what I'm working at. So I'm up to the flaps, basically. And I will start working on that. So that's coming along. This is a Neighborhood Fiber Company.
Studio sock.
Hamden is the colorway. And I'm looking forward to getting back into that. So I'm hoping to make some real progress this week. And then someone was asking me, I think it was Ashby, was asking me, so what's happening with that Long Island Yarn and Barn?
Farm.
Yarn and Farm.
Life.
Right.
Long Island Yarn and Farm. Life.
Oh, no E. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway. Whoa. This is the second thing that I am working on. Oh, and by the way, the Rhinebeck thing, I've signed the contract. So unless there is an act of God.
So once they give us the go-ahead, we can start actually...
Well, anyway, I'm just saying that it's pretty well set.
Yes.
The only thing she's asked for is a picture of me. Whatever. I don't know why that would make it... Anyway, I guess it's for photo recognition when we get there.
I don't know, Mom.
I have no idea. Anyway, I'll probably sign up for a class on Thursday anyway, so I'll be seeing Karen on Thursday. And then going back up on Friday.
Yep. So
anyway, this is my Lady Yak, made out of alpaca. But I have done another, I'm starting to do the back shaping. So I've done another 8 rows on this. So when I had finished the sleeves in school, I needed to bring something that was relatively easy to work on. So I brought this, and so it's grown by about...
I like that you do your exams not the week before spring break, but like 2 weeks before spring break.
Well, that's because I have 3 exams in a semester.
No, I know. I like that it...
So
I had ones that were 3 classes a semester, and it was still the week before midterms, and then it was 2 in the last half.
No. So anyway, I did that much. So I have made some progress. I'm really very happy with the whole thing. I think it's going to be incredibly warm. So, of course, I'll finish it long about June.
Oh, speaking of things that will be incredibly warm that we'll probably finish in June.
Yes?
I swatched.
Oh.
I swatched. And I realized that the sweater is supposed to be knit flat.
Right. We had this discussion.
No. We're not going to knit this thing flat. Because this is 2 repeats. So this is 20-something stitches. So this is about half of the body.
Yes.
It's
a quarter of the sweater.
It's a quarter of the sweater.
I love those colors.
I know. It's so pretty. I'm so happy. If you've seen the project or seen the yarn on my Ravelry, I'm calling the champagne color Hold My Beer. Because that's what I feel like Stephanie said to me when I was like, oh, but you don't have a color that, the color I'm looking for. I'll get it from somewhere else. Don't worry about it. And she was like, oh, honey, I can make you the color you're thinking of.
I have to email Stephanie. I know I said I wasn't buying any more yarn. But
yeah, about that, Mom?
That's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
I really want that champagne color. I want that Hold My Beer colorway.
Hold My Beer.
And
she hasn't told me whether or not that's the real name. That's what I'm calling it, though.
Because I could use a cardigan that color.
Yeah, isn't it perfect? So I think I'm going to cast on for front and back. What I wanted to talk to you about was, should I put a row of should I add in a row of the main color at each side seam to faux seam?
I think I might have 3 stitches that are seed stitch.
At the side
two
seams?
sides. That might help give some structure.
Okay. So it's 55 stitches across for a front and a back. There's no shaping in it, which is fine. I'm knitting the smallest size because it's oversized as it is. So I'm thinking then that'll be... So wait, no, I think I had other math that I did because I'm not getting I'm not getting full gauge. I don't think I am. I think I'm a little...
Well, do you have enough to make the second small size?
Technically, yes, I think. But I don't...
Well, I might do that because you're getting more stitches to the inch than you're supposed to. You're getting 4.5 when you're supposed to get 4. Or 4.25 when you're supposed to get 4.
That's what I texted you?
Yeah. Something like that.
Let me check our text messages because apparently I told my mom all of the math when she was like, I don't need to know the math.
Right. So this is a sock that I am going to, actually it's obviously an adult size sock. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my heel that I'm going to be teaching my class in this sock. So that's my next thing in here is to transfer what I had done on the baby socks over to this sock and really nail down that pattern of the heel. And then I'm going to add on the front the pattern that will be going into the pattern I'm going to distribute at the class. So this will be my prototype sock with a very different heel, but my very own pattern heel. And then the pattern for what I'm thinking of. So I'm going to try it on. I think it is just about there ready for the heel. And I'm very excited about this. So stay tuned for this. I'm hoping by next week that I'll have a heel that I can show you. And I think that would be so much fun. She's measuring.
I am measuring.
Measuring assiduously.
So 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.5 over 4 inches. And this is 10 over 4 inches.
Yeah, so you're a little under.
I'm a little under.
Yes.
So
you're a little
you think
smaller.
I should make the 50.5 versus the 44?
Show me the pattern. Show me the picture again.
I don't want it to be too big.
Well, you can always do the bottom part and try it on.
Yeah.
We're getting really good at ripping out.
Yeah.
So we could do that.
I would do that. Be okay.
I would cast on the size you want and then do
that
this.
Much. No, I can't do it that. I have to do it in the color work.
Okay, well then do that much in the color work. Do this.
Yeah.
And then try it on.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Maybe I'll do that tonight after I cut out your lining and we play with pattern pieces.
That sounds good. What's stuck in here?
I don't know.
Oh, it's stuck in the ball. And I've done nothing on the gray and black dress.
See, I have done, because I have,
so if anybody's wondering what I'm talking about, it's this thing. This is a dress.
It's the very beginnings of dress.
But I decided I'm going to try to be monogamous.
Monogamous?
Close to monogamous. So I can get some of these things done.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
That's a goal of mine. So I'm still at fronts and backs are separate for my chuck. It's so soft.
Oh, the one you cast on last week.
Yep. That I totally...
So far, in a whip along, she's cast on 2 sweaters in 2 weeks.
I get my crazy from you.
Well, yeah, because that's how I have all these things
I know.
over here.
And I still have my 3 swatches for my other 3 sweaters in there.
Oh, dear.
It's okay, though. I haven't cast those on. I have just swatched for them.
Okay. I like this. This sweater is pretty warm. I wouldn't have known it was cold up here unless you told me. And in the Botanical Yoke, forget it.
That's like freaking...
That's ready for Armageddon. Yeah, really.
Well...
So I do think I'm ready to try that heel in an adult sock and see how it works out. So that would be an alternative to a finish later heel.
Afterthought.
Thank you.
A finish later heel.
Yeah.
And you all heard it here.
Yeah, you heard it here.
So I brought you your book you were asking for last
Oh,
week.
thank you. I started reading it while I was waiting for her in her apartment, and it was really pretty good. So, excellent. I should be able to finish this in no time.
Yes.
Did I tell you? Maybe I didn't, but I found, I don't know if you all know, but I play video games.
Yes.
And right now I've been stuck on Dragon Quest VIII.
Oh, yes, you told me.
For a while.
You were very excited.
I'm very excited because I found a website, a YouTuber who is very detailed.
In their Let's Play?
In their Let's Play, yes. There's a lot more to this game than I've been able to find. So
Obviously.
Yes.
You do not have the time of a 14-year-old.
No. 14-year-old boy. No. So I'm actually going to kind of go back from the beginning and see, because I can't get the dragon mouth to open. And obviously you have to do something to make this dragon mouth open.
Is it a live dragon mouth?
No.
Or it is a
No,
stone?
it's a skeleton.
Ah.
And from where I am, he shows going over there and just jumping down the throat of this skeleton, and mine is like clamped shut. So anyway, but this will be good. Great.
Like a child who does not want to eat their piece.
Yeah, the airplane's not going into that hangar.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So very cute. Thank you very much. And then when you finish the other Tamara Pierce.
Oh, I will give you. I forgot to bring the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to do that for you. Sorry about
What
that.
have you got?
So this is what Tanya gave me last week, or the other book Tanya had that she was like
Getting rid of?
Yes. I know.
Oh, this is amazing.
With all of our friends having babies, she gave me the Rebecca Danger knit monster nursery, and it's so
I
cute.
love it. Perfect Leo stuff.
And who else? There are other
Stephanie's
small
baby.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Silas. I think
that.
Silas needs a snuggly monster blankie friend.
Oh, show them that. That's hysterical.
I think Silas needs a monster blankie friend.
Yes.
There's a monster hat. Rebecca Danger. What
She's got
are
a
you
great
doing?
imagination.
I know. So I'm thinking some of these might be made.
Oh,
and
I like that.
Yeah. Well, these are for a mobile.
Oh, mobile.
So a soft play mobile.
Oh, that's hysterical.
I know.
I like the belly button.
I know. They're all so cute. But I couldn't resist.
Oh, that is adorable.
Could not resist when she was like, I don't need them. And I was like,
I love it.
Okay.
I do love it.
So, and then
that's a teething ring.
Yep. Well, they're teething rings and they're stackers.
Oh, cool.
So
you get one of those stacking toys.
you don't even have to get one. I think you just stuff it.
Really? Huh. No, you're right.
Yeah.
And it's made up.
Mm-hmm.
So what does she stack them around? Toilet?
No, you make it.
Yeah, but you use a toilet roll to fill the thing? Doesn't say.
The base, 40-inch circular. Knit.
Stuffing as you go.
Stuffing as you go.
All right.
You might choose to add a chopstick to the base of the pole to keep it standing up straight, but do think of baby safety before doing so.
Yes.
So it's super cute. I'm super excited.
Very cute. What a wonderful
Some
book.
future friend babies are probably going to be getting some Rebecca Danger things.
I think so.
Yeah.
I do think so.
But honestly, it has been a hellish week, which means that minimal knitting has occurred. Like, I was shocked. On Thursday, I got home pretty late, and I didn't even want to knit. But I discovered RuPaul's Drag Race on the VH1 app, the All-Stars season. So I was like, I'm going to watch that.
We found a Midsummer Murders last night that we hadn't seen before.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, on Channel 23. Thank
Wow.
you, New Jersey. So I was knitting to that.
One of the new ones, or?
No, it isn't. It's still the same police.
Barnaby.
Same Barnaby.
Good. Yes, Mariah was saying that she has seen the new Barnaby. She's not a fan of the new Barnaby.
Where did she see him?
I don't know, but she said she saw him and she's not a fan of him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's upsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think I have anything else to say. I thought I had so much to say.
I know, I thought I did too, and then I realized that I just picked up all of my bags that I did not unpack from last week and brought them. Because my Gramps is sitting downstairs. Have I knit on it at all this week? No.
That would be a great whip along.
I'm trying. I have 6 rows, and then the freaking zipper.
Ah.
So maybe I'll work on that tonight instead of the new cast on. But the Gramps isn't, I can't submit that except for detention. So I have to cast on the sweater in order to have something new to submit.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I'll go, sure. Let's work with it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I think that is all I have in terms of fiber fun. The 2 socks, which I was very excited about. This was a failed heel, and this is a much better heel. So the heel for my adult sock down at my kneecaps will be of a variation on the better one.
Good.
And those are my plans.
As you can see, the fact that the Olympics are over is not helping us.
Well, I had a lot to do. I had midterms.
Also, if you joined the Ravelinics, I'm going to try and post the medal awards thread tonight. I've been meaning to do it all week. I need to pull for participation prizes. So maybe I can borrow your computer to do that tonight.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, but yeah.
We've got quite a long list of things to do.
We
I've
do.
got a couple. I did finish the work I had to do on one study last weekend got finished. I now have to fix something else on another study, and it takes away from knitting. But anyway, we'll get some knitting done. I'm certainly going to have some progress to report next week, just like I had progress on this.
To.
And I'm probably going to wear this to work on Tuesday. And I think with my black turtleneck, it will be just fine.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I might pick up and knit a small collar. It looks a bit
open?
Unfinished.
It does. I'm not quite sure why. I might pick up every 3 out of 4. Really tighten it up.
I mean, that's not it. I just think it needs some sort of edge.
We can do that. Because I've got plenty of yarn.
I know you do.
Plenty of yarn.
I know you do.
All right. So I could do that. I could do another 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches.
Not even. No. I mean, 1/2 inch to 1 inch. You don't need that much. It just. The edge just looks a little unfinished. I don't think it needs all that much.
All right.
I figured I'd let you know before I forgot what I've been thinking of.
Okay.
Sorry if it sounds catty.
And I've got the sock rockets downstairs that I could use with this.
Yeah.
So I could do that. All right. You have anything else?
No, I'm on to my pattern row, so I'm doing knit 3 togethers, which are so much fun.
You don't like them? Oh, the knit 3 together.
No,
I like the SSSW.
Yeah, SSSKs, because we don't have to reorient the stitches.
Right.
Yeah.
Why can't you do it that way?
Because I started doing it the knit 3 togethers.
Oh.
I can't switch it mid-pattern.
You can do anything you want. There is no knitting police.
I know.
It's not a test knit.
Yeah, so I might... So since this is my 4th pattern row,
you could
so every pattern repeat has 2 pattern rows in it. So I think I have to do 4 repeats. So I think if I start doing the SSSK for the second half,
it'll be a
design feature.
A design feature, a detail. Works for me.
All right. Well, I think we're not going to weave in our ends because your ends have already been woven in. And
I have woven in my ends.
We don't have anything else to weave in our ends, but we will talk to you all
next week. Is it going to be next week?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Next week.
All right.
Excellent.
Talk to you all then.
Bye, guys.
Bye.